the Chinese Communist Party and their whether it's the Beijing CDC, the entire chain of command knew about the outbreak of this virus in Wuhan and Hubei much earlier than they let on. That they knew about it actually in late December, early January. Explain that.
Okay, actually, since the end of December, 31 December 2019, my supervisor, Prof. Liupeng, assigned me to do some secret investigation about unknown pneumonia happened in Wuhan. He clearly told me face-to-face that there is unknown pneumonia happened in Wuhan, and it is caused by some SARS-like virus. And we want to know more information. He needs to write the report to Hong Kong government. But actually, there are no official news come from mainland China. So I use my background because I got my PhD and MD from mainland China. I have the huge network in Chinese hospital and also government and research institute. So I turned to my friend and who work under China CDC, has the first hand of information. He told me, as I called, since the end of December, the China government already knows there are over 40 cases confirmed in Wuhan, not as they said 27, and also they got the genome sequence already from Wuhan, not as they stated in the middle of January. And the other thing, most important thing is there are human-to-human transmission exists, and there are family clusters happened. So these are all the key points that I know at that time, and also the Wuhan doctors are very scared. They dare not to say anything, just ask people to wear masks. And I reported to Liupeng and WHO.
Okay, I just want to make sure we break this down for a second. During this time, people got to remember, I think it was January 14th and 15th, Li He and a delegation of the senior cadre of the Chinese Communist Party was right down the street in the White House, in the East Room, shaking the hand of the President of the United States and signing the first phase of the China deal. Now, I just want to go back and, Dr. Yan, make sure I understand this. You're saying in late December, early January, they knew that they had an outbreak in Wuhan and Hubei province, okay? They knew that they had community spread, human-to-human transmission. You can prove that, and that all happened in the early part of January of 2020.
Exactly, they can prove it.
Okay, and so they came here. What I think people find shocking, you're at a reference lab. Really, a reference lab is kind of, I guess, the supervisory lab to make sure that what's going on in these P3 and P4 labs in mainland China is okay. But on January 12th, the WHO puts out a press release and says, after consultation with senior medical officials from mainland China, the CCP, there's no community spread, there's no human-to-human transmission. Then they tweet out on the 14th, they tweet out the same thing. The exact day, one of the days that the delegation from the Chinese Communist Party is having dinner with their American counterparts here. So was the WHO, did you guys in Hong Kong not get them the right information? Were they lying? Was the CCP lying to them? How did the WHO put out those two proclamations basically publicly when you're saying this was all known 2 weeks or 3 weeks beforehand?
So this also make me surprised at the time, because I know that definitely the WHO experts already know this news, and the CCP government know it even earlier than them. And I don't know why they all collaborate together to hide the truth to the world. And also that's why when mid-January, my supervisor Liupeng again assigned me to do more secret investigation about this, and I got information. I see no response from him. Then I turned to tell the truth through YouTube media, Mr. Wu, and tell the world in Chinese about the news.
Were you ever, we're going to have to jump to a break, but we want Dr. Yan to stay over. We're going to be coming to Miles Guo in the next segment also, but I need Dr. Yan to stay through. Were you ever, first you're assigned to find out what's going on, right, as the head lab technician. Then